Hello YouTube, I'm back from another long break with a succession of videos. I'm doing something I should have done a while ago. I'm filming a bunch of reviews today/tonight, and they will be popping up one video a day for next couple while. That way I can kind of keep you guys going, and they will follow a flow. But anyways, I do apologize guys for the break. Just went back to school after about a quarter off and jumping back into having to read about 140 pages a night. It's kind of brutal. But anyways, I bring you guys something that I have not done before, although I do like Kamen Rider. This is another Kamen Rider item. This is the S.I.C. Kiwami Tamashi Master Rider Faiz. S.I.C. brand is Kamen Riders resculpted to be a little more realistic and just full of epic posing. And but the downside to that line is the fact that that line can cost anywhere from $50 to $60 a figure. If you're really lucky, there'll be one for about $25. But the Kiwami Tamashi figures, the very first one ever was Hibiki, and he sells for about $10. And the rest of them since then sell for $13. So they are much more affordable figures. Are also downgraded in terms of size to about an average size for an action figure. It's comfortable. Proportions don't quite match other action figures, but size-wise they do fit in. And they are pretty cool. So anyways, let's get to it. Here he is. Now, as to be expected from the Bandai Japan Kamen Riders, we've got super detail. Let's see, are you catching all this? All these wires and panels and lights, and he's even got a funky mirror. He doesn't have the same SH Figure Arts double layering that the SH Figure Arts have, but he does got some eye detail in there, which is really nice to see. Anyways, as for posing, he's got the ball jointed shoulders, with the shoulders an actual separate piece. So it does move around. Once again, not the same as the SH Figure Arts type, but still it gets the same effectiveness done. It's got this midsection swivel, so lets him go all the way around. It's got ball hips. It's got double jointed knees. It's all kind of cool. I'm digging it. What's kind of cool is he can hold his major accessories in their non-standard forms that he's meant to be able to hold. I'll explain that in just a little bit as it goes on. He does have, as part of the Faiz gear, it's supposed to be able to attach to his hand and kind of give him a punch thing. Yeah, it has no port here, so, but it does detach and attach to his belt, which is where it's supposed to sit when he's not using it, which is cool, but I think it's kind of superfluous. I don't know why that couldn't just be a solid part in there. I don't see why that had to separate if he can't use it in toy form. Next up is this little lightsaber almost looking thing, which is what he uses to use his rider kick, and he's got a peg down low, plug it in, and that's what would allow Faiz to perform his version of the rider kick, where he takes to the air, the traditional rider kick pose, and then he usually gets like a red triangle that dashes things, and he turns everyone into blue fire ash. I don't quite remember. I watched Kamen Rider 555 a long time ago. His other accessories are, he's got the Faiz blaster, which actually, to be show accurate, you actually take this phone out of his waist, because that's how he has it. Unfortunately, there's no plug to put in there, so he's got that ugly hole right there. I don't know why they couldn't give you like a plug to kind of plug that in or not. And then it's a totally separate piece, but anyways, the book becomes his gun, the Faiz blaster. And it's supposed to just sit into his hand. It does not do it very well, but you can still pose with it and look kind of menacing. Unfortunately, I don't think a foam blaster is really that scary looking. Like I said though, these guys pose epically. And then last but not least, he has alternate hands, And this is the one video where I'm going to show you how to do this. Pull out hand. Take other hand. Lose other hand on ground. That step is not necessary. Feel free to skip that one. Proceed to step 2 where you input hand. I'm also going to put everything back here because these guys' pieces are really small. I can foresee losing this stuff easily if you're not careful or you keep, things in Ziploc bags. And here's the one accessory he can't hold on his body, but it's because it would have sat on his bike. But it's his lightsaber. I know that's not what it's actually called, but wah! There it is. Once again, you can get into all kinds of epicness poses using this. For $13, you do get their $13 toy easily. I would actually say this guy's worthy of a $15 toy, that extra $2. That being said, I only recommend him to someone who wants a posing toy. This guy, I don't think would survive full-on playing. They feel fairly fragile. So I mean, like if a little kid got their hands on it, he would fall apart in no time. I'm about to say it would end so fast you'd actually cry, considering that these guys, take a solid week to 4 weeks to get to you. In my case, it was the 4-week thing, but anyways, they are cool. I do like them, and I do recommend them if you want a posing toy, or if you're a fan of Kamen Rider 555. I'm not sure if this is a toy line I'm going to continue on with. They do have Night Out right now, along with Ryuki, and Zenkai, Todoroki, and Hibiki are also out in this line. If I am going to do any more, I'm going to follow up and get Kamen Rider Night, because he's cool and he looks really cool in his S.I.C form. But this is Naval 67. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10, and I'm signing out, YouTube.